Saturday, Thanksgiving weekend. Been kind of crazy. Lots of energy happening. So coming in clean. I was like, I don't really feel like it. But I made the commitment to be here. So I didn't even post it. I didn't do anything. I just decided to show up when I could because, excuse me, this morning I had to go to the vet to pick up my cat. And I wasn't sure when that would happen or I would be back. So here I am. Let me pull it up on YouTube. Talking about stop smoothing the edges. Our edges. How many times have we softened, smoothed? Don't say what's the full, deepest truth. We'll go. Why are you not playing? All right, let me try this. Go to my channel. Pulling up on my screen so I can see the comments. We've been doing this for a long time. We've been softening and smoothing and attempting to keep everybody happy by how we speak. And it's time now to get really real and authentic. Not only with ourselves, but with people in our life. Because how many ways do we soften our words? And how many ways do we try to keep everybody happy by not saying it too abruptly or too abrasively or too honestly? I feel like in some ways I'm reverting because I always just let it flop right out of my mouth. And then I learned to speak in a way that was not so abrasive and harsh because I felt like I was responsible to not be causing pain or hurting their feelings because they didn't like how I spoke. And now I'm like, still pretty direct, but I've learned how to soften it a little bit and not be so harsh because he even felt harsh to me. So yeah, it's an interesting place. I'm not sure. It's growing into that place of being raw and real and authentic, the deep layers of authenticity. Because when we are that, we attract that. We attract the people that are resonating with us instead of the people that we continue to soften it, but also to enable. No, enable them. Hello. We enable them by not being honest. Ugh, that doesn't even feel good. It's been a lot of my life being codependent, so learning how to really speak the truth and have clear boundaries it's taken a lot of years. And now it's those deeper layers. So that we have a clear channel, a clear frequency. And it's not my job, it's not your job to make other people comfortable. It's taken a lot of years to get to that place of it's not my job to make you comfortable. My job is to speak whatever the truth is for me. And if somebody asks me, I've said to them, do you really want to know what I have to say? Because I'm going to say it. So if you say yes, then you're prepared. You're prepared for whatever it is I have to say. You may not like it, but that's not it's not your job. It's not my job to make sure that people like what I have to say. It's not. My job is to show up as who I am and to share that. And stop diluting the message or diluting the conversation. Yeah. That's what we're all learning. This energy is pushing all those deep layers up to the surface for us to clear, release them, stepping into and embodying who we really are. As long as I am, you are smoothing out the message or the words, trying to make everybody comfortable, then that's who we attract. People who want to be fixed or who want to play the victim and who want to stay in their role. That's not our job anymore. Never was. But we're learning now to step back and go, I'm not responsible for how you receive my message. I'm not responsible to come here and make you comfortable. I can speak clearly and concisely and be kind. I do my best to be that. But that doesn't mean that people who are used to us keeping them safe or keeping our words safe so they can hear it and it doesn't land so harshly, they don't like that. They like that we create a safe space for them by not speaking the full truth. I have someone in my world, oh my gosh, that we're all the common denominator. You're the common denominator in your life. So if you see patterns happening in your life, you're the common denominator. It's your role here to look at it. How am I creating this? How do I want to uncreate it? So I have a person who has these same patterns showing up in her life, but nobody will tell her the truth. I don't play that same role in her life. So I speak the truth as much as I was willing, but now I'm like, I still try to soften it for her. She's an elder. She's been around a long time and I don't want to hurt her feelings and I owe her that respect. Well, if a person is not earning their respect, then what do I owe them? We don't owe them anything. We owe them not to love them enough to tell the truth or love ourselves enough to tell the truth. And that doesn't mean be cruel or sometimes brutal. It means we speak the truth. And I don't have to qualify it because I've done that too. I have to qualify it. I don't know how else to say this, so I'm going to just say it. Right? So this plops out of my mouth and I'm like, I don't have any other kind of words to say, so this is what I'm going to say here. Blah. And there it comes. Because I don't want to hurt their feelings. How many ways do you soften it for people? Because I don't hurt their feelings. Because maybe we're so enmeshed energetically. Time to separate. Because when the lines get blurred and we feel their energy, then of course, I don't want to hurt their feelings. I don't want to cause them pain. I don't want to step on their toes. Then I'm not being authentic to me. The truth can hurt, especially if people don't want to hear it. And my truth may not be everybody else's truth, but those that resonate are going to come in and stay. And those that don't are going to go away. The clearer I am, the clearer you are in your truth, speaking. Get that stuff. Anybody got that stuff going on? I'm clearing your throat because the throat chakra is opening. Speaking our truth. My truth doesn't mean it's yours. It's how I see it. It's how I see the world. What's true for me. So that's not my role to make sure that you can hear what I'm saying. I just get to say what I say. If we need to have a further conversation to clarify it, happy to do that. But the clearer we are, the the easier it is to say no. The clearer our boundaries are without words, and the easier it is to set them and stay true to ourselves. It just gets to be simple when we stop worrying about how you're going to receive it. Right? How many of y'all have heard no as a complete sentence? Done. No, thanks. I don't owe them an explanation. It doesn't work for me, or I'm not aligned with that, or it's just not resonating for me. Period. And it's complete. And if people want to keep prying or asking more, then I don't want to. How's that for complete? I don't want to do it. I've had people come back, but you're so good at it. We really need you. You're just, we got it. You need to. No. If you need me, then I'm not the person. If I'm going to do it, I want to do it because it resonates, I'm aligned, and I want to. There are some things that our soul has pushed me, maybe pushing you toward. So you're like, oh, I don't think I can. I don't think I can do that. No, let me just back the train out. No, that's not for me. But it's resonating. And I'm uncomfortable because I don't know what the outcome might be, or it's a new place that I've never been before. We all have those signs. Physical, visceral, the sign that says, this is your next step. I used to run from that. And then I finally realized I might as well just go. I might as well just lean into it and go with it, because eventually I'm going to get there. And I don't need to prolong it. I can actually listen and just take the step. Yes. Anybody have questions? So I've got a little tip for you to try this before you speak. Take a breath. Bring your awareness into your spine. It's a new one for me too. Bring it into your spine instead of your mind, because the mind's just going to regurgitate. The spine is straight. The spine doesn't explain. It stands tall. Speaking of, it's all energy. But if I'm coming from here, then I'm likely trying to figure out what the right words are. How can I say this without hurting your feelings? People that are your people, they might not like it. They might have a moment of hurt feelings. They might even say that to you. Ouch, that hurt. Great. Do you want to talk about it? Because really that's something for them to look at about themselves. If what I said hurt your feelings, you don't have to do anything. It would be an opportunity to look at what is it that hurt my feelings. Is it truth that I don't want to hear? I don't want to look at it. Maybe it's not truth, but there's still something for you to clear in that. So it would be in your best interest to take a look at why you felt that way. And what's the next step for you to clear that? I have better friends that are honest with me and tell me the truth than those that pussyfoot around, because I know when they're doing that. It's slimy. It's a slimy energy. It doesn't feel good. Tell me the truth. Even if it hurts my feelings. Something for me to look at. And then I move on. So stop smoothing your edges. We call people those, diamond in the rough. Those people that are really rough and gruff and abrasive, and but I'd rather deal with someone like that than someone who's smiling with a knife in their hand, pretending to be nice or pretending to be my friend. Those don't last. Yes. All right. Anybody else? How many questions? I haven't seen any questions. Somebody from Russia? Awesome. Excellent. 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 All right. Anything else I need to cover on this? I have some notes. Is there anything else? Thought I'd pull a card though. From this deck. Unveiling the Golden Age. Hey, Donna. Woodland Forest, number 76, which is a 13. Sage of Earth Guardians. Let's see what it says. To me, when I see that, I feel like it's about connecting, getting connected to the earth. Putting your feet on the earth. Connect. Connect and listen. Listen to what she has to say to you. When you put your feet on the earth, it recalibrates the ions in our body and helps us to get grounded. Anything that we've been carrying, any toxicity, she'll absorb it and neutralize it. Be confident in your leadership abilities and unique gifts. Foster healthy systems to manage your finances. Interesting. Let's see. What does it have to say here? Pretty long. I'm not going to read it all, but be confident in your financial success. You have cultivated your ability to attract wealth by translating your visions into something tangible and lucrative. I like that. This card signifies financial fulfillment through responsibility, diligence, discipline, and an awareness of investment. There are protocols that have been configured over time that you find work well. This is not what I was expecting. Yeah. But I like that. It's a good card. Sage of Earth Guardians. It's about financial success. Interesting. That was not what I was expecting at all. It's not how I interpreted the card. So there we go. We're moving into December, which is, we've been clearing, we were in the 9 September, so we had a lot of endings. It's a 9-year, a lot of endings. We're coming out of a lot of retrogrades, moving into new energy in December and carrying into the new year. We have the 4th is a full moon, super moon in Gemini. I was just listening to something about that. I am not an astrologer. So it's a lot of movement. There's a lot of movement and a lot of Saturn that was bringing up the depths of the stuff, the final layers of those big glaring things that we've already moved through. And now we're peeling those deeper layers, getting to that core. So that stuff can be cleared out. And we can move forward in a much lighter, clearer way. All right, lovelies. That's what I got for now. Keeping it clean and short and to the point. I'm feeling pretty low energy today from a whole lot of activity this week. So if you've been doing a lot, it's a reset time. Let yourself reset. Take care of yourself. Hydrate. I almost said lubricate. Hydrate. Drink your water. Put your feet on the ground. Ground yourself, rest, eat, let your body tell you what it needs. Because we've been moving through a lot. So take the time to pause and let your body reset. And I'll see you here next week. Next week is the 6th, I think. So have a beautiful weekend. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. And I'll see you next week. Namaste.